Hello everybody, this is Sonia and welcome to my channel. We are in Australia. I'm in Australia. We are and it is cold. It's cold. It's the 1st of November and it's cold. Okay, now this is the piece that I'm working on now. I have decided to postpone the the stump work series for the time being, if that's okay, because I'm just going to go ahead with stitching because of reasons for my arm and everything. I just need to be able to do something that's not going to take me too much time or movement, you know. So, but anyway, I'll just postpone that for the time being. Hopefully we'll get on to that next year because there's not much left of this year, is there? So anyway, so I'm working on this piece here because I wanted to figure out how to do a crazy patchwork on with some really beautiful Tilda fabrics, mostly I think they are, and you know, with pictures on, so you can work out what to do. Now I've done this bit here where I had the ribbon. I'm doing the ribbon up there, and I probably showed you the cross stitch. I don't know if I showed you what I did along here or not. I don't think I did. I've actually done 2 rows of like a blanket stitch, and then I whip stitched through it together with a piece of really nice goldish sort of thread, and I'll find that shortly on my tour around here when I'm doing this. I'll show you what that is. So that looks really nice. I've sewed around these leaves and back stitched, and then I did some straight stitches, and I did a Cretan stitch along here. I think that's what that is. That's usually done for a leaf, but you can spread it out and it looks really good, I think. And there's the cross stitches down there in the white, and I used white over there. I'm trying to use these colours that are on it as well, so I'm using these really nice beads that's going to go with that there. So I'm going to put these beads along here and just see what this looks like, and I think it will look awesome. I really do. So we want to just have your thread ready and just pick up a bead. And I've got a couple other colours here because I'm planning on using them in different places, but we'll see how we go. I'll do some more stitching on here because I want to do the butterfly and finish the leaf ones. And then I think I might put some flower sequence on here, but it's all in the plan for crazy patchwork, which I really love, and I think that this is going to make it so nice. Prick it up really good, eh? And it's going to be a little bag, I think. Whatever, I've got lots of things that are part way done, and what can I say, I've got so much beautiful fabric and I need to get to and use it up a bit. So we just pick up the bead and then go back through next to where you come out. Actually, I don't think it matters. Even if you go back through the same stitch, it won't pull it out because you've got the bead in the way, see? So we're going to do this down here. Look at that. Look at the difference it's making to it. And it's just like magic, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. They're just stuck together. Oh no, I've got them apart. If you can't get them apart, it's best to not try and get them any other way. If you can't do it by hand, because you'll only break them if you try to do it with pliers or something. Come here, come on. I went out yesterday. I had to go and do a bit. Oh, there's always something we're going to go and do. But anyway, I'm here now. And my arm starts to get better, and I go out and drive that gopher. And it starts getting bad on me again, but it's better than what it was. It's picked up a real lot from how bad it was, so I'm slowly getting there. But if I'm in here, I can't reach around and do things, and I can only just be in this sort of small section here. And the other day, Monday it was, I think, I went through all the clothes. Oh, that was fun. Oops. I've got room now. Threw out three big garbage bags full of Actually, didn't throw them away. Didn't throw them away. Put them in 3 big garbage bags and thinking about it, you know, what's in there. But I'm not putting them back. I'm not taking them back because I have the habit, I don't know if anybody else does, of liking the same things. I wear the same things pretty, you know, like I get favourites when I say the same things. I'm not that bad. I had that many things that I've bought over the years and just kept, and I don't know why. I don't know why, because, you know, you don't need them. I've got about 7 dresses for summertime, you know. That's for good. And then I got, what am I going to do with all them? And then I got, don't know how many to wear inside around the house, you know, with like tops and things, and I don't want it all. And I had a lot of black clothes, you know, like, and I don't wear them. I don't wear black clothes. I've got a dress on now that's black with florals on it, but it's different. That's different. I just don't like anything black, so I threw away all the black gear. Oh, well, I kept one thing? I think I might have kept one dress and one pair of pants. But see, I think to myself, I don't feel like wearing that today. And I definitely don't like anything dark colours anymore. I like pretty colours. I like pretty colours. So I'm really excited because now I've got space. Because before I couldn't even close the drawer properly, and the stuff that was in the cupboard was just too much. Hanging up there was just too much. Broke one thing once, and Jeremy had to replace it because there was that much things hanging on it. And he he took all his shirts down and he put them in the cupboard. He said, "I'm not wearing them, so why would we hang them up? You know, good shirts you wear if you need to go to a wedding or something." And hadn't worn anything like that for years, so he reckoned he weren't going to keep them hanging up there. So I don't think we don't go out anywhere. We don't do socialising. Don't really need to. Got our own lives to look after. Take care of our own. We're not very sociable, I suppose. You can't say that. We're busy doing our own thing. That's what it is. There's nowhere to go anyway, really. I can't find the hole to put this back through here. Oh, there it is. Is that in there? No. Oh dear. Anyway, so that was a good job done. That was a really good job done. I've been wanting to do it for so long. Most of the dresses I got are new. 5 of them are anyway. So I'm pretty right. They're long ones. Summer type. I've got a couple of good ones, but I'm not going to be going anywhere to wear them, I don't think. Okay. We don't have anything here, like there's no probably years ago, there was dances years ago, but they're only dances that now that young people do, I suppose, in the clubs, and then I don't even go there, so I wouldn't even know what they were doing out there, to be honest. And I can't dance anyway, it's too broken. But I can think about it anyway. Come on. Get in there. Please. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to end that off, it's driving me mad. And now what I'm going to do, if I do that, am I going to do another? Actually, I don't know what I did with it, but I bought another needle yesterday too. I bought another bead needle. That's making me cry. Where are yous? It's really hard to hold on to something when it's not straight, which it isn't, and then you've got to try and thread it, and it's not easy. Isn't that good? Ever since I made that thing, I know where it is. Okay. Now this is going to thread through here. Let's get a fresh piece of cotton. That's hurting me, that is. I'll loop this through and hook it around so it won't go anywhere. Put that through there. Yeah, so it's not long before Christmas, eh, people? It's really... Jeremy's talking to Google out there. You know, one of them Google minis, asking it a question, probably, or getting it to set an alarm. She can answer some questions about things. If you have a query. Okay, now I'm going to have that... Actually, I finished along there, didn't I? So, why was I panicking about threading it again? Where's that crooked one? Look at that. It's not easy to hold something and then thread it while it's facing it one way or another way. Righto, now let's get something else done here. So I'm thinking about putting them on this side too, but I also thought about putting these over here. Just a couple of those. We'll do a bit of that for a second. See how we go, and then I'll do some stitches. Because you always got to do a bit of stitching. I'd like to finish this off a bit and do something with those flowers. See, I don't want to just make everything, you know, straight stitches. I thought about filling that in, and then I thought, no, because you still need the leaf. You know, you still need the original thing. So we're going to keep it like that. Okay, I can get the needle threader, but I don't know if it'll go through with these needles. Mind you, sometimes you don't really need a bead needles. A lot of the time, the other needles will fit through the beads, but I always use these tiny ones, so I don't think this is even going to go in here. See me bead, you know, my needle threader. It's not going to even go through there. I've got some in here that was gifted to me. Where are they? Here. Let's see if I can get one of these to work. Go through it. Oh, crikey. I got the lid off a box sitting up here. Why I put it there, I will never know. Put it back on the box. That'll be a good idea now. I can put that back. Okay. Right. Let's see if this will go through here then. Right, the right end would be a good idea. I think this is awful small, this needle. Oh, they won't even fit through. No wonder the thread won't go through it. I can't get anything else through it either. Here's a crooked one. This won't go through there. Crikey. Right. I'm sorry about this. I'm just going to have to leave that on the burnt backside of this. Oh dear. I'll just take one mouthful of water. A little bit bigger than a mouthful that was, but that's okay. Right. Now let me see. I'll forget about that bit for a minute, okay, and we'll come over here because I want to do the butterfly. And I like a nice yellow, right, to put in that. So, did I leave them? I didn't, did I? I'm sure I got Jeremy to bring those in here. Oh yeah, here they are. Bring me in the... I don't think I've got one in here though, have I? There's this here, nice good bright one. That's a good colour. This is sort of a mustardy colour, isn't it, really? Which I'm not a big fan of. So I could probably put that yellow in. Oh, here. This is a tiny bit mustardy. Sort of. You would have thought I'd have had a bit of... yellow on a roll, wouldn't you? I mean crochet thread. The amount of crochet thread I've got, you just thought I'd had a bit somewhere. since I changed my threads around, I don't really find anything right now. Just going to get this bit out of here. It's a bit light. It might work. It might work. I'm getting a bit of everything. Some of that. You never know what you might need. And here's a plain yellow one. It's like well, that's a sewing machine one, thread one. So let's get something here started. I'm going to move these bead needles over here and figure out later what I like that. I like this bit better though, but it's the fact of sewing it down as well. So let's just do it with this first. So yesterday I acquired this in a bag with some other stuff, which you might have seen me just fiddling in then. It's just more thread, okay? That's all it is, just more thread. And actually I've put some in the tin here somewhere because I couldn't find anything else. I couldn't find anywhere else to put it. So what do I do with the tin? This one might have wool in it. Yeah, that's wool. It's amazing how things can just disappear so fast. Just because I wasn't in the room yesterday, I can't find anything today. Here's one. Oh, yellow by the look of this. I'll take that out too so I can see if I can find a needle in a minute. No, they're all thick ones, those. Oh, here's another box of cotton here. Aha. I did think I had more. Just couldn't see it. Yeah, it's just too much, isn't it? I like that. Now that might turn out really nice. Let's have a go at that. Okay. I do like. Now that's where they are. Just there. Look at that, Sonia. They're the threads that you're looking for. Now, I've threaded that up, but I think I'm going to take it off there and put this on there. No, let's go with this one now. Because when you're doing the variegated one too, it doesn't always come out where you'd like it to. So I'm going to do a back stitch around this one now too. And then I'll fill it in with just good bits. I can put a not a bullion stitch down there to make his body, but I want to do this bit first and then I'll do a bullion stitch. So your back stitches, you just go back into that bit there, that stitch, and come up. You don't go into the stitch, you go back fair near it, go back where you came out of it, and then you've got that as your back stitch, okay? And it's not as wide, it doesn't become as wide as a stem stitch. So you've got so that's a stem stitch going down here. And I think the back stitch looks good. It gives a little bit of texture about that there, okay? So what I'm doing, I'm going to go around this with number, this says 10. It's not, it's a, this is about a 5, I think. Could be 8. Smaller, actually, it's really weird because I think it feels to me like it might be an 8. It's got 10 written on there, but around this way. Now I can see these different things on here that I want to accentuate. See there's tiny little spots, little tiny pink spots around here. I might want to put a little pink spot on there too, you see. Make him show up a lot better. So this is just for the outside it. Makes him look a bit more substantial. I wonder what I did with my bead needle that I got. I don't think it's in that bag with them cottons. I don't think I put it in there. So this afternoon, I think me and hubby are going to have a look through the food cupboard. The freezer. Sort out those things. I know some people do things as they go. You know, but it's not easy sometimes to get that sorted out. Me and hubby are both very into what we're doing. He's into his garden and I'm into this, and other things just go by the wayside a bit. Oh, the house is always clean though, and we are, and our clothes and everything, but like, you know, sorting out things that's been in the cupboard since the year. Well, it wouldn't be too long because the kitchen's not that old, probably about, oh well it is, but for 10 years I suppose. But I don't think there's been anything in there that long, because occasionally we do go through it and sort it out. I don't think I'll go down the side, like this bit here. I want to leave that bit there, okay? Because he's underneath he's underneath the fold. This sort of makes it feel a little bit padded, and it would be good, wouldn't it? And I could do that, but I might have to do that on another day, because I just made a mistake there. I was supposed to not do that at all. I only did a stem stitch, and I don't want a stem stitch. I do not. Take it back through under there so I can... So what you could do, if you felt up to it and you wanted to make yourself a bit more work, is pat it from the back, which maybe we could do one time. See how we go. I was thinking about that with the leaves too, but I just don't know what I did. I've actually got some fabric that's got bigger pictures on them, like bigger illustrations. So I figure maybe I could use that to do the padding up the other back. Yes. I'm going to make some flowers too today. I was going to do lots of things, but I got caught up in sorting out some of this fabric. I'm sending some off in some happy mail. Nearly there. One more stitch. Okay. I do like that. I do like the way that's done. It looks really good. See? That looks nice. And then see what these ones here I want to do. But now I want to fix this up a bit. Put some more things on it. Might use that nice glittery thread, which is called, let's see what's in there. I think this is actually, oh, it's not going to tell me what it is. I thought it might have been a DMC one too. It's really, really soft. This one here's a little bit, you know, I say harder. It's not as soft. Not as soft. Yeah. I know. watching this thing last night on TV, on the internet. Me and Jeremy. It was about this story. It was a story about, it said, was it Ordinary Lies it's called? And this man kept being late for work. And the boss told him if he was late again, he was going to fire him. So he slept in again. He gets up and he goes to work. And he says, and he's late, right? So instead of getting caught being late, he rings him up and tells him his wife had died the night before. So now he's got to deal with this. Idiot. I can't believe it. I'm not a big fan of silly comedy, but it's not actually silly as much as it is. I don't know how he's going to get out of that. I'll never know. The poor woman, his poor wife, I feel sorry for her. He's told me that she died, so he didn't have to go to work. Oh dear. He didn't want to lose his job though. So here we are. This is good. I'm going to make the rub stitch, the bullion stitch out of this. Now this is a nice long needle. It's got thicker than the thread, okay, and it's a good long one. And it's only going to make one bullion stitch, so it should be right. And you should get. This is a really nice piece of crochet thread. Excuse me. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding out how he's going to get past this. Idiot. Oh, dear. Anyway, now I'll do a bullion stitch and then for his whole body, because I don't know if I'll do two. That might not work properly for me. I might, if I do it down here, okay, so you come up there, you go down in the back, and you come back up the top, okay. Don't go through your last knot or something. Now, this is not very thick, this, so it might not be substantial enough. We'll see what happens. So now I've got to wrap it round like this, okay. And you have to have that wraps the same length as that there, so it'll fit in. I'll go back in there, so let's see if that works. Now just carefully pull that through. You roll it between your fingers to let it a bit looser. I don't want to make it too loose. You're too excited there, Sonia, now. Come on. And don't panic. Nobody panic. Let's see how it works out when we get there. I always give it a bit of a roll about to make sure to sort of try and sort of get it to sit down a bit better. And it is. It's got a little few bumps in it, but so is he. Hasn't he? He's got a little few bumps in him. It's not bad. It looks all right, doesn't it? Look, there's his body. And then I'll put a piece at the top here for his head. And then I'll make him some feelers, which he hasn't got in the first place, but I'll make some anyway. 3 wraps for a French knot. Well, this one anyway for his head. I don't know if he actually has a head, does he? But he would have, of some sort. There we go. I'm going to come up in the other side of that and put a needle down through that again, so I can hold that down really nicely, like so. There we go. You see that? How's that look? Pretty cool, hey? Butterfly. Now I want to do the stitches down here and down here in the pink. And I wanted to do some of these little, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what they call little stripes. How about they call them little stripes on him, okay? They can be stripes on him. So I'm going to use that. Righto, that's that one. Now I want the yellow, I think, this bright yellow for the little stripes. I know they're not in that colour on the picture, but oh, goodness me. Well, that's not good. Did I cut it through at the same length? I hope so. I'm only using one strand of this. And that's too big, that needle. You need something that it's not too not too big if you're working with this stuff, because you don't want it to keep coming unthreaded all the time, and that's a good chance of that happening because of it's very fine. There's a pin. We don't sew with a pin. Good if I can start with this. I'm going to play with that. Leave that alone. Here we go. Here's one that's not got a very big eye. It should thread it. Oh, my hands need some cream on really badly. Everything's getting stuck to me now. Come on. Nope. It will go in there because I'm going to hopefully thread it through there. I'll try not to break it up. Okay. So we started that bit. And we just go out along where these little stitches are. Oh, little. Hang on a minute. I think I might just put these where I want to. I'm going to take it off here. I'm going to cut that back off because I want to pull it out and I don't have to rethread it. And I'm going to do my own little bits there, I think. From here. This one. There. It's coming back through there, stop that. And cut that off so it doesn't. See, these scissors are bad, I better give myself more. Don't mind buying a new pair of scissors. I do like a new pair of scissors. Mind you, I have them all over the house. I don't know if I want to take it too far up there. I'll see if it works. I might have to couch that one down. So I'll come up under the back of there and go right back down the same, really close to the same space, and catch that stitch down. I know. I don't want it to be wonky. I don't think I needed to couch that down. What do you reckon? I'll come back out and take it back out and fix it because I don't like the look of that. You know what, this is the most tiny, minute thing, but I still have to make sure that it looks properly. You have to make sure it looks properly, don't you? Come on. I'm really keen to get started on my paper piecing, but this is a bit ugly. But I've I want to get the scan and cut started up so I can start it up. I need to get it somewhere where I can print off some shapes. It can print off all the shapes for me so I don't have to worry about buying them or sending away from them. I just cut them out on the scan and cut. It's sitting up there minding its own business, but it takes up a tiny space that I haven't got at the moment. But I'll get it done by the end of the day, I hope. It's supposed to cut out your fabric too, but it aggravates me too much, the fabric, doing the fabric, because you have to glue it down practically. Get it to stay in the same place to cut it out straight, and I can't cope with all that. It just upsets me a bit, so I'd just rather cut the fabric out myself with the paper so I can cut out all the cards. I want some cardstock, but not too thick to sew onto it. Now, like that, okay, Now while I'm doing this, I'm thinking the next bit, because the next bit's going to be what else I'm going to do, this butterfly. He's going to look awesome once I'm finished him, I can tell you now. It's what I feel like I need to do. I can show you. Okay. Now I've only done 4 on each one of those, and that's all right. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to get up here and I'm going to whip through this stitch, so I can have a bit of the shiny around the outside as well. Probably won't see me stitch that well. I'm going through backwards, okay. The back end of the needle, so it doesn't get all caught. And it sticks the needle through the fabric or the thread. Just go around in through all these pieces. Where are you? That one's a bit tricky. I might have to go underneath it with the front end of the needle. Okay. Just don't go through your cotton or your material. And back through here. I mean, even the more sewing I put on it, it makes it look a bit more dimensional, doesn't it? Looks really nice. I'm pleased with that. This is a way to jazz up your piece of fabric, isn't it? Make it really pretty. It was all right in the first place, but you know, you can put your spin on it. One more there, and then I've got to go over the other side. Actually, there might be 2 bits to go underneath. One bit. Oops. Have I got it all? Yeah, I'll go down the other side. Coming out here. It's always one thread longer than the other, and somebody has to get stuck, doesn't it? I've got it. Nobody panic. It's all good. Okay, around here. My oldest daughter went to Dubbo yesterday, which is I don't know, a couple of hours of drive from here. And father said, because I wasn't talking before she left, said, don't forget to tell your mother when you get back. Well, I haven't had a message from her yet, little sugar. To say that she's arrived at 9:30 last night, her father said, well, she must be home. Somebody would have said something by now if she wasn't. Oh dear. Are they, you know, and then she'll probably say, the youngest one used to always say, oh, a couple of hours after she, oh, I forgot to, and they do forget to tell you, but, oh, well, I don't know. You still like to make sure that things go well, but anyway. It takes 2 seconds just to put home on your, send it something, message somewhere. You know, you don't even have to ring and talk or anything, because that's the question with them sometimes. They don't want to talk. That's fair enough. Sometimes you don't know what to say if you're speaking to another on a regular basis, but you know, Dad said to her, ring when you get there, when you get home. She never did, or not ring, or just leave a message. She didn't do that. Looks good. I'm liking it. Now I'm going to put the spots down, so might have to come back on here again with that bit. Might have to put another bit of that on there. Don't know yet. I'll say see, okay. Now I need that colour. And I know that I've got some thread in that colour. I do. I have got some. This really nice pinky colour. Maybe I'll have to look at that box, eh? It might not be in here. It could be in another space that I've been using something in. I've got this shiny one. There. I don't know if I want to put that on there though. We'll have to see. We have that. There. see. Where that is. It might be in these boxes down here with all my threads in them. Just give me a second and I'll see if I think I've got one in here. I'll be this one. I remember seeing that colour thread somewhere, and it's really nice. Oh, here we are. It's a. You're not going to see that very plain, are you? Even if it is made into a knot, that's not going to show up very well. I suppose it could be a bead, but that'd have to be tiny, and I don't know if I can find some of that small in the next, few minutes, because this is going to go off that thing in the next few minutes. But I don't think I've been on here that long. So I'm going to turn that off, I think. I might just do one strand. Actually, I'll do two. Take them out separate. I'm going to turn this thing off and just give myself 10 minutes. Oh. I'll look at the clock. About 7 minutes. Okay, just give myself a few minutes. Then I'm going to have to change to this one here. Okay. Is there somebody there? He's giving me the phone because I don't know why. He never said, he just pointed at it. Oh. What's he doing? I'll make another video. I'll come back on here in a minute and put the next one on, because this one's time's up. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.